Hey guys, Silver Flame here. Welcome to Rockfist. I got something different for you guys today. I'm excited and nervous to share this with you guys. More excited than nervous, so here it goes. Now, if you're like me and you've been grinding ranked in TCG Pocket, you've been grinding ranked in TCG Pocket for those juicy hourglasses, but the climb starts wearing you down, especially after using meta decks, this is for you. Like many, when Ranked first got announced, I was super excited. I started researching the meta decks. I had a strat in place. I chose my two favorite decks. I played games nonstop. Got out of the early ranks super quickly. Then I reached Ultra Ball, and man, I learned that high-level TCG Pocket is kind of balls. Back then, you saw a lot more Misty, you saw a lot of Team Rocket grunts, you saw a lot of more Doug Trio. It wears you down, right? The game got boring. It got so boring that I was about to uninstall. I was just logging in mainly for the dailies, like many of you probably did. And it didn't make sense with me, because before Ranked got announced, I used to play a lot of games. I used to spend hours playing games. So I asked myself, what changed other than Ranked being announced? It's still the same game. And I arrived at the conclusion that I wasn't playing the decks that I actually wanted to play anymore. So what did I do? I wrote down all the decks that I liked playing. It didn't matter if they were meta, if they were niche, if they were home brews, if they were net decks. It didn't matter. If I had fun playing that deck, I wrote it down. I made my list and then I hit Ranked. But I established a couple of rules for myself before doing it. Number one, I would only play each deck for 5 games. After 5 games, I'd go to the next game. The caveat, if the deck was on a win streak, I would continue playing that deck until it got a loss. Because why cut the fun, right? Everybody has fun with win streaks. Why cut it early? The other rule that I established for myself was that if the deck went on an 0-5 run, that deck got cut. And back then I meant deleted. No questions asked. We'll try again next season, right? Well, as it were, I accidentally found a way to exploit the win streak system that they had just announced. This is E.V. Grove we're talking about. The first 3 seasons, I didn't even get it out of Master Ball. In E.V. Grove, they allows a win streak bonus that I accidentally found a way to exploit with this method. And this method also kept me from going on tilt. The result is that I reached Master Ball in around a week. 7 or 8 days, something like that. This season came along and I decided to try again using the same method to see if it was not a fluke, and I reached Master Ball in around 10 days. Pretty good numbers, right? Now, since I know I'm not alone in the world with these feelings on what high-level TCG Pocket feels like, I decided to make a video about it. Also, if you like spreadsheets like I do, and numbers and data, the one that is on the screen will be linked in the description below. Go ahead and use it. Don't be ashamed of liking numbers and data. Don't be afraid of being a nerd. Alright, so let me explain it step by step. Step 1, write down the decks that you like playing. Now, I've preloaded the list with a few deck ideas right here. Actually, hold on. Let me clear this out. So y'all can see this deck function in real time. I'm actually quite proud of this spreadsheet, I'm not gonna lie. All right, we update all with this little box right here. And I'll explain this momentarily as soon as it's done loading. We're gonna wait for it to finish, and then we're gonna update all so that it's completely cleared. again. So everything's at zeros. So yeah, step one, write down all the decks that you like. So it doesn't matter meta or anything. So for grass, let's say you like Buzzwole, right? Okay, so you got the Buzzwole deck. Whoa, there we go. Let's say you got a Celebi EX deck. Let's say you got Incineroar. Incineroar is your fire deck, sure. Let's say you're running SR Charizard. EX. Let's say you don't have an electric. Let's say you don't have a water. Let's say you have a Dark Tina in there. Right, let's say you have Gallade EX. Right, let's say you have a Gengar EX deck. Right there, let's say you have Espeon EX in your roster. Let's say you enjoy playing that deck. Ew. What do you like? Let's say you have a Dragonite EX deck, just to wrap things up. Boom, Dragonite EX. So you write down all the decks. Since you're starting off, you're gonna sort them out by the types, and the types go in order from how the game presents them to you when you're building a deck. If you go to deck building, energy type, they're listed in an order. That's the order I followed. Switch it up, I don't care. And then you hit ranked. Takes me to step 2, establish your rules. Now you can be as strict or as lenient as you want. These are the rules that worked for me. If a deck goes 5-0 or 4-1, after those 5 games, I keep going until the deck gets a loss, even if that loss happens right away. I think that deck is clicking with me at the time, so I'm gonna roll with it for as long as it can. If it goes 3-2, I'll leave it up to you on what to decide. My rule is that if it's on a win streak, I rock with it. If not, I switch. And if a deck goes 0-5, it just gets cut. It gets axed. Now, you don't have to delete the deck like I did back when I first made this list. You just cannot use it in ranked anymore. I think that's all the rules. Yeah. So you go through the decks at least once. Let's say your Celebi wins 2-3, your Buzzwole went 4-1, your Incineroar went respectable 3-2, your Charizard went on a crazy win streak and went 0-1, your Gallade X went, let's say, 0-5, your Gengar EX went, let's say, 3-2. Your Espeon went 5-1. Darktina, let's just say shit the bed because everybody's prepared and went 1-4. And Dragonite EX went to respectable 2-3. Right, this is where the spreadsheet comes along because it updates real time as you're adding the win losses and it sorts them out. So you've gone through all the decks. Now you go through it again, starting from the top with your presumably best deck. And I mean it, presumably, because you'll get some crazy narratives sometimes where like a meta deck will go 1-4 and then like Gallade EX will get a 6-game win streak, and then the next cycle Gallade will just shit the bed, go 0-5, Charizard gets its win streak, wins you the whole thing. It's crazy. True story, by the way. And you do that over and over until you reach Master Ball. Now, why do I think this works? I already mentioned it at the beginning of the video, but I'll touch on it again. By the way, I forgot. There's a little notes section where, I mean, do what you want with it. I use it to write observations for deck tweaks as I am going up. So like if Darktina went 1-4, I'm gonna observe what the heck happened in those 4 games. Maybe you notice that you're getting walled by Rocky Helmets or something like that, and you're not running Guzma. Well, notate it there. Like, oh, consider adding Guzma instead of Red Card. Whatever. It's just there for you to write down whatever you want. Anyways, why does this work? As I mentioned before, it takes advantage of the win streak bonus. You'll quickly find out that with this method, your better decks earn more points than your bad decks lose you points. And I mean it. Both times I've reached Master Ball have been with a sub 50% win rate. I'm not kidding. Look, right now I'm at a 44.3% win rate to reach Master Ball. It just works that way. The second reason is because it keeps you from going on tilt. If you're like me, you will go on tilt if you're playing a meta deck and you go on a loss streak. It's a hard pill to swallow because this is why you're running a meta deck, to win, right? But it's the nature of the beast. Sometimes you're gonna get a lot of matchups against you. Sometimes you're gonna dead draw like a madman. And it's just, you know, you nip it at the bud. Just go next. Mental refresh, right? And you're getting rid of the stinkers. Just helps your numbers overall. And this is the part of the video where you're probably asking yourself, well, okay, Silver Flame, like this is cool and all, nice chart, but is it really better than the tried and true method? You know, 1 or 2 decks, you play them nonstop. Like here you have to track your wins and losses, you're switching between windows, right? The other one, you don't think about it, you just play games until you see that purple ball on your screen. Who would do that extra work? I understand. I asked these same questions before I made this video. And all I gotta say is I don't know. What I do know is that we each have our own fixations. For some people, endlessly grinding the same 2 decks over and over and over and over and over again works for them. That's their fixation. For me, systematic change is my fixation. Tracking numbers is my fixation. This is what helped me get over the Master Ball hurdle. I'm not a high level player, guys. I'm not playing in tournaments. I have no aspirations to reach the tippity top of the ladder. I just want those juicy hourglass rewards. I'm doing it for the bag. And I don't think that's going to be changing anytime soon. Maybe eventually I'll try to reach the top of the ladder. Maybe, I don't know. So if you're like me and the classic method was not working for you, give it a shot. You have nothing to lose and all the hourglasses to gain. Give it a shot. Tell me in the comments how it went. Tell me in the comments what decks you ran. And that does it for me. Leave any questions in the comments too, if you have them. Leave a like in the video if you liked it. I actually lied. The spreadsheet is not free. The cost is leaving a like in the video. Don't steal. Just leave a like. And subscribe for more Pokemon strats. I will see you guys next time. See ya.